There is something in this, right? You're dynamite. This one, always try to get the front seat when you're standing. I know sometimes you stand in line and say, do you like the new outfit? I'm all in a black thing. I'm being sponsored by a company that, oh God, I forgot the name. Is that a problem? I know you don't care. This is live. I can't stop right now. I forgot the name. And I'm not going to look down even though I did twice. It's on there somewhere, but it's probably on the back, you know what I mean? Danny, my editor, will probably find out real quick what this is, but nobody's looking at me to tell me the name. Anyway, let's go back to, back to those expressions. Another one that, I got something for you people that really made me laugh. A client of mine was only 17 years old. What a joke. She said, what goes in long and hard, but comes out soft and gooey? I'll be honest with you. I was pushed aside because I'm thinking, what the hell? She says chewing gum. She had me at a pickle, actually like an actual pickle. I was sitting as a pickle. It was another one I heard that was really good the other day. If you hard boil an egg, isn't any longer hard. I was lost at it, But during the whole talk about it, I grew an erection, so I was lost even more. There was something hard, Because when you boil something, to me, it's arousing when something comes to the top and then goes pop, Because I only know of a couple things that come to the top and go pop. So water has always blown my mind. Last but never least, when I come back, we're going to get into more things, and when the show breaks open, I have a couple of guest stars coming. Like I said, I don't know who they are. I don't know what they're all about, but they're definitely old friends of mine. Some are new friends that'll become friends on the show. Some may even be you, but again, send me some material, because what's happening is you're writing in the emails, you're never including your name. So today, there was 2 jokes that I just busted off that happened to come from one Qatar. Love you people out there. And I love everybody, honestly, but one from Qatar, who seems like you guys will really love the show, one from Bangladesh, and the one that I'm going to do right now was one that I got from Egypt. And I didn't even know that people in Egypt had TVs. I know that's ridiculous, but you got to remember, some doc's been all around the world 2 times in less than 1 day. So that's a lot of jet lag. And if you remember on the Bill and Ricky show, I couldn't even explain jet lag because I don't understand what happens when you got to go 4 hours that way, but it only takes you 3 hours. You're only in the plane for 1 hour, but yet you still wearing there for 4 hours. So I'm very confused, just as you are. All right, I'm going to get out of here, take a piss and a poop. I'm going to wipe cleanly. I'm going to wipe a little bit more often than usual. And then I'm going to put a little bit of antibiotical soap on there with a little bit of witch hazel. And at the very end, just a little teeny bit of some sort of a, antibiotic, like Preparation H. Now, if you mix all these together, you'll never have a hemorrhoidal problem in your life. This is the doc signing off with one bit of information. And I didn't even tell you to write you a bill or anything. So if you go open the door tomorrow and at the mail there's a bill, it'll be from me. You can always pay me in coffee. Put something in it, too. I didn't go anywhere. This is like Saturday Night Live. I'm just walking right over to the next. I know you're laughing because here I am again. Hello. Ooh, must still have a hemorrhoid. I'm only kidding. It's not the truth, sweetheart. Someone in the back is doing something. I guess I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I love you too. This has been nothing but a bunch of fun for me to do so far, so I'm going to keep doing it whether you like it or not. Honestly, you actually like it because you keep writing about it. So let's go on to something different. I just bought new sneakers the other day. And I was really pissed off about how much I paid for them, $39.99. So I came in and I said to my kid, I spent $39.99 on a pair of sneakers. You know what he says to me? Why are they so cheap? So then I felt like I got robbed and I was insulted all at the same time. So I went upstairs and I cried, honestly. I'm a very emotional man. I don't know if you know that about me. Doc's very emotional. Just the other day I felt so upset, I felt very girlyish. Yeah, there was a friend of mine who burnt his hair. Yeah, and this is true. I don't know what he was doing using a curling iron because, I don't ask people their personal things, drag or whatever you may do, but he was using a curling iron. He burnt his hair because he smelled it. And I actually was on the phone in tears because he burnt his hair. I mean, I don't know if that's phonetic or not, but I'm learning how to deal with it. But I'm seeing more phone calls from him now lately. He's putting like little hint signs at the end, like that red love you instead of blue for the man. So I don't know if I went overboard with that. But I love everybody, and you all know that I have no discrimination against anybody except people that are raspberry with a tint of yellow in their eyes and a blue type shade over their forehead. Now that'd be something we'd all have a problem with, you know what I mean? So other than that, I'm good. Did you hear about the extra? That came out 3 different ways. That's all because I was thinking fast. Did you hear about the extraterrestrials? Damn it, stop it. Extraterrestrials that they found? Well, now we're going to hear all of this, and that's most likely going to be the reason for everything that's happening in the world today is going to be these new ETs. But I go back to the first original ET, how cute it was, when he put his finger out. Nobody realized I was on the back set of that movie scene. And right before he put his finger out, he picked his nose. And then he put his finger out and he said, go home, with a Jake on the end. But nobody saw the boogie on the end. Because I was with Steven Spielberg. I used to be a very good friend of Steven's. We're not as close as we were used to years ago because of a card game. Stuff like that happens, you know. And also height discrimination. He's 5'6" and I'm 5'4" on a very good day. And he happened to be sitting a little bit different in a chair and I looked bigger. Went down to 17 phone calls a year to 3. I have no idea. Don't ask questions about that. Back to the curling iron. So now with the curling iron, we were trying to wonder why he was using the curling iron. You're not going to believe this. He thought he could dry his hair that way. And then his wife does call him an idiot. So you have to realize women are definitely more... Okay, let's end this as a doctor. Let me explain something to you people right away. Women are smarter than men. You have to understand that. It took me, what am I, 50? How old am I, 12? What am I, honestly? 51 years old. I'm 51 years old, honestly. And it took me up until 39 years old. So it took me a very long time to figure this out. Listen, gentlemen, unless you shit out a bowling ball, you have nothing of what a woman has. She delivers God's babies on earth. What are you again? You go to work. That's all we are. We have to realize what we are. You know, when I see women clean the toilet, I get upset because men should have to clean the toilet because women are such prestigious pieces from God. Think they were picked to make a baby. They were picked to carry the baby. They were picked to mother and breastfeed. I'm a little jealous about the breastfeeding because I always wanted to know what it felt like for a half hour to have somebody lick on my nipple. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things, though, that a woman has way over a man. So just deal with it. Get with it. Get groovy on it. They mean way more than you could ever mean. Let me make a definite point. In the Bible, biblical times, and you should always go to the Bible because, hey, look, that's what God wrote, the Old Testament. And he says that Mary Magdalene was a prostitute back in this time, and they were going to get ready to stone her. Well, just like his mother, he raised her whole just because she was sorry for her sins, because no one sees, because I was there too. I looked a little different in the pictures, if you notice. I was a lot younger, many years younger. And to be honest, I appreciate the very, very, very young I was, and I looked very good. Almost looked identically to Jesus. If you look in the book a lot, it's the picture, and I'll be honest, people say, where's the pictures come from? Well, they're drawn. You know, and I'll be honest, that's really good artwork on me. Besides the point, if you look at it, he raised her up whole just like his mom. Look at the respect toward of a woman. So Mary, who had absolutely nothing and just gave God out like this, bow! That was it, right? Nobody even knew. Joseph had nothing to do with it. He was working. She got pregnant one day. He walked in. He accused her of 16 different things. Imagine what that situation was. I never touched you. How are you big? That must have been one hell of a scary story and one hell of a bullshit story that Mary had to come up with. Could you imagine saying no one met God yet? Not even Jesus ain't here yet. So nobody met God yet. Could you imagine telling your wife or telling your husband, rather, I'm sorry if you're a woman, the reason you're pregnant is because you met God? Good luck, ladies, and good luck to the attorney's office with that one. Any attorney back in that one's going to have a problem. But anyway, he did do that. Look at the respect he has for a woman. So if you don't realize by now that I'm very uncomfortable, how many times I moved right now, this chair is like ripping my apart, you know. But in all honesty, to get back to what we're talking about, if you don't realize women are more important than men, then you ain't following this world. And the next thing I do agree with is there should be a woman for two reasons. One, stop shaping all the bombs like a dick. Let's make frisbees. I like that. And you ever notice if a woman was a never be a war, because you'd be like, wait, we can't hurt kids and anyone else's family. Let's sit down over tea and coffee and a biscuit, if you will, and let's talk it over. See, maybe I just came up with the reason why they're taking so long for a woman to be. Because then I think all countries should have women running it, because it would be slower, everything would be laid low, TV programming would be better. Well, don't get me wrong, there'd be a lot of crying. You know, once a month for 3-4 days, we'd all be upset with TV work. You know, you put on the TV and you'd be like, that time a month again, or the program would be who'll be smiling, who'll be laughing, you know, who'll be running, who'll be jumping. All right, look, I'll be back next time. I don't know really what I'm going to come back with, but I'll be back with something, and it'll be a whole nother crowd here. I'm so glad that we busted in on the Bo and Ricky show somewhere, just to give you the idea that this show's coming. Again, my name's Frankie Bo, and welcome to the Bo Show, which is actually called the Doc Show because we go into so many different things as me, the doctor. And yes, finally, I'm going to give you the honest-to-God answer because I looked it up yesterday. I had to call 1,731 schools. I finally came up with the conclusion that the doc does have 18,726 degrees with 4 lingering, but I'll never get them. And I know why you're asking. I actually already have them. They're called the lingering degree. See you soon. So that makes 18,706, something like that.